Hello, everyone. Diana Rankin here. There's always that pause between am I live or we're going live? I'm sitting here and you catch me. Just, okay, waiting. Here we go. Hopefully, we can stay on. The wind's been blowing hard all night and it is still blowing. So, hopefully, we'll be safe and on air. These are our monthly predictions by my spirit guide, Phillip. We will also get a message after I read the predictions to you. And always listen to the end because Phillip always gives us an uplifting message among all the doom and gloom that he predicts. So hold on for that message. And this is just an oracle book. We just open to any page and we'll get our message for the month from that as well. But let's get right into our monthly messages for April. I call it the evolutionary shift because we are in this huge, huge shift in our world. So here we go. The energy of the month will bring about turmoil around the world as revelations are released concerning the lives of world political newsmakers. As revelations are released concerning the lives of world political newsmakers. This includes the personal lives as well as the political lives. That's going to be interesting. In the US, the general population will receive news of indictments of those in government. The beginning of unrest that has been brewing will sprout as one turns on another. This is the beginning of a 2-year cycle. We're impatient, but there it is. The world will be affected by the turmoil in the US. Expect the explosion after the middle of the month. And I had the feeling that's not a physical explosion like a bomb going off, but just an explosion of information and an explosion of, oh my gosh, really? Okay. The Queen of England will be feeling her age this month. She may decide to transition, but that remains to be seen as the decision is hers. There will be a smooth transition of power. Within our human lives, we have, I read different numbers, but I think most would agree it's 7 different times we can choose to leave this body and go back into spirit world. And yes, it is our choice. It may be a soul choice rather than a human choice, but it is our choice. The war in Ukraine will continue and escalate. Another nearby country is on the horizon for Russian invasion. This invasion will begin in secret this month, but will not be successful. The downfall of the Russian president will not take place this month, will not take place. But I found that interesting the way that was worded. The downfall of the Russian president will not take place this month. Interesting. And when I was writing this, I don't know why, but I kept feeling that the invasion may be in Finland, which honestly makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. That did happen in World War II. And as you've heard me say before, if we look at Stalin, we're kind of seeing Stalin reincarnated as Putin. So I wouldn't put anything past him, but that doesn't make sense. But that is what I kept feeling. That area. Okay, here we go. The planet's warming will continue. Expect large lands of ice to report loss. Winds will continue to be strong with days of rest and sun. Snow will appear where not expected. Hurricanes will form and sweep across the islands and the southern coast of Florida. In the U.S. Midwest, the winds will increase, and in the West, the fires will return. This is still a time period to be aware of North Korea. As we said last month, while the world is watching Russia, North Korea will fire a weapon. As you know, this took place. There is another in the making. There is a chance it may be fired, but this is slight for this month. The month of July is of greater likelihood for this to take place. World finances are being affected by the whole world. COVID pandemic, which is not over, but the world finances are being affected by the world COVID pandemic, world attention on the Russian invasions, and those who believe money gives them power. I think Phillip is telling us that finances are going to be pretty shaky this month. But this is my favorite paragraph. This is the last paragraph, and this is the paragraph where Phillip lifts us up and says, hey, take care of this. This is a month where the light of love shines brighter, even though it may seem to many to still be dark. As more people move away from fear and anger, the light grows brighter. For those who left their heads and for those who lift their heads and seek truth, their eyes will be opened and their hearts warm. Tears will still be shed, but as your old saying goes, there is a light at the end of the tunnel for those who care to look. I'm going to read that last paragraph again because I really think we need to hear this. This is a month where the light of love shines brighter, even though it may seem to still be dark. As more people move away from fear and anger, the light grows brighter. For those who lift their heads and seek truth, their eyes will be opened and their hearts warm. Tears will still be shed, but as your old saying goes, there is a light at the end of the tunnel for those who care to look. Hello, Juliet. She says, hello. Oi, do we need to hear this? Yeah, we do. I think she was talking about the first part of what Phillip was saying. And it is always hard to hear that we don't have our peaceful world that we're all working toward. But as he reminds us, those of us who are working toward it, it is being felt. It is being known. You know, I see in my lifetime, I'm seeing things taking place in the world today that I never thought I would see in my lifetime. On both ends of the spectrum. I'm seeing a lot of turmoil, but I'm also seeing more and more people coming together in love. I'm seeing more and more light shining in our world, and that's what we need to concentrate on. Phillip gives us this other information, so we have a forewarning, so to speak, and also because you've asked me to do this. But again, I want to remind us there is light at the end of the tunnel for those of us who care to look. So look, my friend, because this is a month where the light of love shines brighter. And that's because of you and me and those of us who choose love over fear or anger. Does that mean we don't hold the other responsible? Absolutely. But we don't do so in anger. We look at our angers. We look at that which holds us back. And we start letting ourselves know we are love. We are spirit beings expressing in the human form. Let's get our message for the month, shall we? I'm hearing right. It's pretty clear that right is the message for all of us. Left, if you heard that, though, that's a message that you need to pay attention to. And I always read both pages. You know, here's our right and here's our left. So here's what our right side says. This is a message for all of us. When you seek revenge, it is upon yourself that it will fall. When you seek revenge, it is upon yourself that it will fall. Find that light at the end of the tunnel, my friends, and let that light shine brightly in your heart. Because as Phillip says, this is a month where the light of love shines brighter, even though it may seem to many to still be dark. Don't be that many. Be the one who shines the light. As more people move away from fear and anger, the light grows brighter. For those who lift their heads and seek truth, their eyes will be opened and their hearts warmed. Tears will still be shed, but as your old saying goes, there is a light at the end of the tunnel for those who care to look. If you heard left, this is your message for the month. Is it not more difficult to hear when shouting than when whispering? Is it not more difficult to hear when shouting than when whispering? It's hard sometimes to be patient, but in my life, I've learned patience helps. Surrender to the process. That also is going to be required of us this month. Reach out in love. That's not to say love doesn't have boundaries. Absolutely, love has boundaries. Love is an active verb. Reach out, whether it's just to smile at a stranger. Remember, life is a circle. That which we give out is that which comes back to our private lives. And in our private worlds is what makes up the whole world. Let's create peace in our world, my friends, by first of all, creating peace in our hearts. Thank you for being with me today. Thank you for the love you accept that we send out to you, and thank you for the love that you send to us. For those of you who watch my weekly videos, or if you're not watching those, please go do that. The weekly videos answer questions that you have, that you send in. And I do ask that those questions please be of a general nature. You can go look at any of my other videos from the weekly, and you just might learn something. So thank you for the questions. You can put them in the comments below. Thank you, Juliet, for being with me live today. And thank all of you who comment below and all of you who help hold our world in the light of love. Thank you. Thank you. Bye for now.